Hi and welcome to another online video from VetGecko about our product set. Tonight I'm going to show you, I think it's my favorite product so far, and it's our trainers portal. I'll log on as a trainer. I'm logging on exactly the same website as that the students will have found our training content, have purchased it, done their e-learning, and now we're going to manage some of that. As I log on, my credentials are validated against the training management application. I've got messages since the last time I arrived. These can be messages from students or other trainers, or a news item from the RTO. I'm particularly interested in the Cert 2 and Financial Services class. That's in blue. There's the class details. Click on the location because I've forgotten where the training center is. Nice Google map. Shows me what room, the dates, the time, the units. I can mark attendance, provide assessment, and I can talk to the students as well. I can create an event with Karen. Those event types come from your training management application. I can send an email via the web and the portal to David. Interestingly, when I do this, if I send it via the web or email, the title becomes the subject. The message goes in the message section, obviously, but because it's going to David, we will append Dear David to the top, and because it's from Terry Trainer, in the footer we'll have Regards Terry Trainer in the corporate footer. Terry may choose to send this via SMS, in which case the title will be the first part of the SMS, then a colon and the body of the message, and then signed Terry Trainer. I may want to send the same message to several people, and that personalization still carries through. If I select the SMS button, it's already pre-selected to send an SMS, but it's exactly the same functionality. One of the things that people are very, very keen on is providing assessment and marking attendance. Let's mark attendance first. So as you can see, there are half a dozen people on the course. They're all marked present by default. I can change the time that they arrived if I wanted to. I can mark them absent, I can mark somebody as sick, and when I update this attendance, that sends that information straight back to the training management application. And as you can see, that's no longer editable. I can also print an attendance report, which creates a PDF document on the fly. Now that document is available for you to print out right then and there. It can be emailed to the trainer or emailed to the RTO, either then or later. Let's just look through it. You can see the name of the student and the result in terms of whether they were there or not, the time, and the trainer can sign it and date it. There is a version that allows the students to sign it as well, and even though you may say, what's the benefit of that? Let's not forget that information is already entered into the training management application, so you don't need to do that. And this funny little box of dots on the bottom is a QR code which holds the entire information of this sheet in it, and it can also hold a link back to this web page on the portal as well. They're able to be read by most point of sale scanners and also by most smartphones. Something else that we like to do is to be able to create an assessment or provide an assessment. In this case, we have the students and the units. I'm going to mark David as competent. In fact, it was a very good class, so we're going to set all as competent. However, Jason did a really excellent job on the project. I can update that assessment result. That information and that result is going straight back into the training management application and be recorded there. Think of the amount of work that we've just saved. And I'm able to print an assessment sheet as well. Now this assessment sheet can be structured the way that you want it to. However, on this occasion, it's all in one document. Certificate 2 in Financial Services in Canberra, the date, the time. There's Penelope, They're the units that she's completed, date and signed. There are lots of other things that I can show you. Let's look at resources as well. Now there's several types of resources in this portal. These are staff resources, which are more general. I can choose to add another document if I like, or another folder. These would be like perhaps corrective action notices, leave forms, standard sort of documents like that. We can have documents for students as well, standard type documents. Add a folder. And that folder is then added to the portal. I can also have documents for courses. Now these are very interesting. Terry Trainer is a very special trainer in that he's actually a training administrator. Under the My RTO, which is the RTO that we're working for today, we have lots of different training types. There's the first aid one. They're the actual programs, and if I wanted to, I can add documents into the training first aid. That material that I add can be either for trainers or for students. I add a description. I can browse and pick up a file. I can talk about a file type. Now this is very powerful. Can the student view this? If it's yes, then the trainer and the student can view it. If it's no, only the trainer can only view the material. What's interesting about this is it's dynamic. If this trainer was not a training administrator, or the trainer wasn't training in business and finance, or didn't have an current for business and finance going forward, that material wouldn't appear there at all. So you can see that it gives you a little bit of extra protection for intellectual property. So that is a very fast and furious overview for the product. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to showing you a lot more about what it can do. There is obviously a student interface, a trainer only, that was the training administrator, and there's an employer interface as well. Hope you like what you saw. Cheers, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.